Rotate. Oh, darn. Wow. High voltage takedowns, brutal neck injuries, and plenty of tactical chaos that would make any ER doctor flinch. In celebration of Black Ops 7 dropping, today we're reacting to the wildest combat injuries, and that's not compatible with life moments from Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Let's dive right in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It looks like slice across the neck. Remember, I always discussed how vulnerable our neck is. There's zones 1, 2, and 3. Zone 2 in the neck is what we all talk about. You got your airway, your esophagus, your double blood vessels on either side that are big and deep. You got muscles there to try to protect them as well as help with movement. And then, of course, the cerebral spinal column, your cerebral spine. Oh. Electrical energy. You need a lot of it to cause significant amount of damage, but it's going to cause burns to your tissue, mess with your nerves, could also increase the risk of cardiac arrest due to arrhythmias. We're talking VFib or VTAC. Those are the two big shockable rhythms that we can help fix. The way you get them out is to shock them back out. Use more energy.
Clear!
Oh. Rookie mistake. Takes a laceration to the neck and he's still standing and he's still awake right where the airway is. You would be fine actually, so if they did a good job, you'll be stunned, but then gets it deeper. We see a splash of blood and collapses. Does that really happen in real life? No. With that type of laceration, you worry about the muscles, the airway that you can cut through, and then the major blood vessels on that left side. You do have superficial blood vessels, the external jugular vein, as well as a bunch of other smaller vessels there. Oh. Whoa. We have electrical paddles in the emergency department that are sometimes on sticks like that.
Stick.
Looks like that device can cause some burns. So if somebody gets burned to your tissue, it also breaks down your cells, increasing the risk of high potassium, renal failure, clogging up the nephrons, basically, of the kidneys and causing issues. When you have a significant amount of burns to the body, increase the risk of infection as well as dehydration, where you're actually losing fluids. Oh, we're running around. Interesting. Oh, taking a steel rod to the left side of your face, increase the risk of fracture of the mandible, the higher part up here, angle of the ramus right here, and then also the zygomatic bone and your maxilla, making also your maxillary sinus and infraorbital walls. You can also injure all the bones around the eye socket itself. Oh. Oh. Stun right to the chest, maybe almost a little bit of a stab right by the manubrium. So the manubrium is the top part of the sternum. Could get stunned. There is some unique injuries where people get really a big amount of trauma to the chest wall. Rotate. Oh, darn. Wow. That's adding insult to injury. Getting hit midline back, it looks like you may be missing the spinal cord, but you can hit kidney on either side. The concern for me is hitting the major blood vessels, inferior vena cava, or your abdominal aorta. And then of course you're having the other organs in there, most of it being the intestines. Blocked. Blocking with your bare hand against a knife. Instinctively, we don't want to do that, but it's like the lesser of the evils in the sense of if it's coming at your face, it's coming at your heart, use your hand to block it, minus a good laceration. Getting the body moving, open you up, boom, see the opportunity to hit your neck, and you're done. A lot of neck trauma going on in this game.
Look at that neck!
Ouch. Getting hit in the head with a steel, lead, whatever heavy pipe causes a lot of damage. I've seen people get frontal sinus fractures where the forehead just collapses in. You can break through both bones, intracranial bleeding, coup counter coup injuries where you have a subdural hemorrhage on either side, bruising of the brain you can see on a CT scan, and then any intraparenchymal, epidural hematomas, or subarachnoid bleeding. When we fall great heights, when we're talking about that, we're meaning anything greater than 15 feet or usually 3 times your own height in general. Why we say that just gives us a reference point of, okay, this is a pretty high fall. There have been studies to show significant injuries can occur from these falls. Oh, so what a cool move. We saw it before, but this is better. I saw dust of black, so we know this is not human.
They're not human.
There are times that we see blood that is red turn black when it's been digested by our stomach. So when somebody has an upper GI bleed and the poop is black, we can test for that in the emergency department with a simple guaiac test, or we can send it to the lab, and then we'll be able to tell if it's blood. Or sometimes people have black stools because they've ingested something like a medication. A very common one would be Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol.
Oof. Please don't just run past people that are in danger or need help. Head injury, even to the back of the head, can cause a skull fracture and then split open the tissue. You don't typically see too much brain exposure with those type of injuries. Typically brain and brain matter are from high energy type injuries. Car accidents, falling out of buildings. Ooh, far shot, almost look like groin and leg. So if a leg gets shot, that type of injury, you need to just get out of harm's way.
Get out of there.
You may not need to tourniquet right away. It all depends on how much bleeding you're having, but you do want to stuff the wound with a gauze or a bulky dressing if you have it. Everything you're doing in the pre-hospital setting is to get you to the hospital setting. Oh, cool. New move where we threw the blade into the left upper back, almost through the scapular area. Could miss it and go medial to it to where it just goes into the muscles that are sitting right there. But if it goes deep enough, can go into the lung, can break the ribs and cause a hemopneumothorax. I say hemopneumothorax because it's a blade, so it's likely going to cause some bleeding in your chest, as well as the air now is going to escape into the pleural space, which then will compress the lung down, causing a pneumothorax. Oh, watching these high-speed face-off reminds me, sometimes life can feel just as intense on and off the battlefield. That's where Chillax by my company, Life Happens, can come into play to help you stay calm and collected when life gets tough. Find it at lifehappens.com or on Amazon. Boom. Ah, interesting that the finishing move is that electrical energy stab. It must provide significant amount of amps or a ton of volts. I don't even use those numbers in the emergency department. When we use energy, we actually use joules.
They're joules.
That's because of the machines that we end up using. Cool graphics in this game. New types of takedowns and injuries, but a lot of repetitive ones. I want to see more variety, more types of wounds that we could see, and even any medical components. So if you guys enjoyed this game or having a lot of fun with it, let me know in the comments. And if you guys want to see more action-packed reactions by myself, definitely check out this playlist right here. And do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.